Namaste to my friends from the CSR community and all my beloved development practitioners. I am Dr Basavaraju R Shreshta, and in this episode of CSR Vocal, I have an interesting and special person to introduce to you. Let me tell about her a little later. Friends, I am sure you all agree with me that our children and their development was most affected during this pandemic loss, and most importantly, the social and intellectual development loss that our children have incurred. I must tell you this, according to GRAAM's own study, only about 15% of children were engaged with any kind of learning activity during this lockdown. I repeat, only 15% children who are from rural background and studying in government schools. It's important now than any other time to contribute our services and resources to the education and development of children in the interest of our country. Now, I take the privilege of introducing a special person to you. Anybody who consider children, their education, and invest in their development is special to me. And we have Ms Shaina Ganapathy with us today. Welcome, Shaina.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. I must tell a few words about Ms Shaina. She is part of the leadership team at Embassy Group and heads the group's outreach initiatives that focuses on education, health, and sustainable infrastructure. She's passionate about education and believes that strengthening the education infrastructure in our country would go a long way in building strong future. The Embassy's group's outreach initiatives are designed to provide every child a holistic education experience. And it provides an access to a range of education resources such as teachers, a safe and hygienic learning environment, comprehensive health program, and other educational programs. Shaina is one of the founding members of Stonehill International Schools. Since 2008, she has been an integral part of the team that has shaped school's journey. Shaina, kudos to all the good work you have been doing, and welcome again to this episode of GRAAM CSR Vocal. Shaina, as I read your recent annual report, I was curious to go through the different activities you have been doing. Embassy has reached out to a large number of schools and children, especially in the public education system. I'm sure it takes enormous effort to create such an outreach. Can you explain our CSR leaders and development practitioners about the journey of you and your team so far?
Sure. So our journey began in around 2001 or 2, when we were asked by a village panchayat in North Bangalore to build a brand new school for them. Being a developer, we designed a school much beyond their expectations. There was a two-acre land allotted to us, but that journey taught us that there were a few gaps in the government school system that as a corporate, we could pitch in and support. And I think that has been the foundation to the holistic approach to government school supports that we currently do. We begin our interventions with infrastructure, repairs, renovations, but then we want to maintain those schools. And we don't put a time frame to it. We haven't yet. The reason being that, everybody talks about exit plans and 3-year journeys for a CSR project. But when you're on the ground, you know that, these are things that are reasonably difficult for any government school budget to sustain. So what's really happened in the past is keeping that initial experience with us. We chose to work in the geographies of where we build our projects. So as you may be aware, Embassy is in the business of creating world-class technology and IT-enabled IT parks and business parks around India. So we not only provide employment to a range of people in the vicinity of our tech parks, but we also realize that we can service that neighborhood and make that more, sustainable. So our approach initially was to nurture government schools and families and community centers in and around every project that we build. And it has really helped us because we use the resources of our business parks, like security teams, management teams, etc., to service these schools. So that's been our model, sir.